He'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the...
Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. At the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
That was the definition of a quick strike, and now we'll see if they can turn that huge play into points. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He might want another play. He'll start this drive firing. And as he throws, it's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Got a man in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw, and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It's complete to the left. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sellers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. The give on the counter. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing, Sellers. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. On the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Running inside, it's McAllister. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off, and this opportunity to put something on the board there.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain.
There he goes!
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes
Here's a little room there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
His offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
And the Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Now from inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. And they got him. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Would you have gone back to the run there?
I think now, yeah. Of course, now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after taking the sack. I like mixing it up, but if my offense is going to sit there and lean on people and we're good at running the football, then don't be afraid to do that more often.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Stepping to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Talk about keeping your eyes downfield and then unleashing one on a rope.
And having a guy like that that can buy time and beat you down the field with his feet, but also what you said is the most important thing. He keeps his eyes down the field. He's not looking to run the football. He can, but he's looking to do damage and make a big play down the field. Because he had his eyes up, he could do that.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Sellers to throw. Here's a heat. Breaks loose. And he's got plenty for the 1st down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Bulldozes his way through. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. The offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
From the gun on third down, Sellers throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Keeps the play going. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Fires to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Skinner. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Catch in the middle, it's Baxter. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Timeout taken by Kentucky, it's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Miller. Finds a crease at the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Play fake, Sellers. He's going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Throwing, Sellers. Moving out of the pocket. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 11 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Trojans, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here's Sellers to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Sellers on the play action. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Got a little grass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
South Carolina, 17.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I love it. I love it. First down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Sellers. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Pressure coming. On the move, he fires. And incomplete on the deep ball. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Throwing Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. To throw, it's Sellers. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sellers from the gun on third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. Hand off for Baxter. Strong, firm tackle.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success, you're throwing some tutties, why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Baxter. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They'll mark him down. They're good pickup, but still a little bit short of the 1st down. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The short hands, it's Anderson. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Baxter. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten paid earned in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Number 81, set to kick this one away.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. One final play before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Clark. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. DB's right up on the receiver. Looking for space. It's McAllister. Makes it past the marker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's a first down.
The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Right back to the well. Could be an alley. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Here's a give to Auguste. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Here on 3rd down for this offense. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll go right back to the run. Can't get him to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the red zone, it's McAllister. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Complete downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Into the end zone for 6. Getting set for the point after.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Picks up the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Off to the races to the right. The 10. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.